This is our second video, and around the 30th of June, or the 30th of May, or 28th of May, or something like that. And I gave a talk yesterday. A lot of people arrived, and lovely people from Northern Ireland, and I didn't know. I'd forgotten all about it. And I just said it's very easy to do talks in the garden, because you have a prompt card. Everywhere you look, you've got prompt cards. Oh, look at that, look at that. You don't have to think of what am I going to say next, because, oh, and look immediately, that's Willowherb. Now, what does that make, what does that prompt me to? It's a member of, it's the same family as Fuchsia and Evening Primrose. And you can see the similarity. That just came into my head. Yes, we're going to look at a few plants. Look at that beautiful iris. Iris orientalis. But the problem with it is, it's like the guest that won't go home. It tends to seed around a lot. It's very good iris, but you have to have discipline with it. There, it's here. Now what's wrong? What's happened there? It's coming up strongly. I think that's a Heliopsis. Yeah, slug damage. Look, grass. I've come to the conclusion, as I said in my previous video, that the long handle spade is the cracker. You can lie it. You see the circle around here, all around this, and around this. That's where we're going to ban kids from the garden, because you don't know what the kids are going to do next. I don't think, on second thoughts, I don't think that would be a runner, would it? Banning kids. I think you could probably breaking about 20 laws. Look here, we've got that shows us that we have vigorous, healthy soil. That's broadleaf plantain, Plantago major. Now, look, you see how easy it is. There you go. Put our back. And then they just dry out in the sun. And there's the Linaria, that Linaria there. They do put themselves out around a bit. We had Monardas, planted a lot of Monardas there, and only one came back. So we put this grass on instead, this Miscanthus, and it was cut back, put in a week ago, and it's grown that much already. It's grown a few inches already, so it's going to be away. And of course, one Monarda comes back, kind of feel a bit guilty, but it was not going to be a runner, so that would work really well there. I think we did this in a video a year ago. We moved it and cut it back a little bit, and as you can see, it's great success. It's good when you have a good success. Now this is the situation here, too successful. What happens there, we move those across, and because they're on fresh ground, we split them, put them in, cut them back, and because the ground is fresh, grew too strongly, and then they flopped over. So what we do, be ruthless, remove it all. Anything that's anyway floppy, falling over, and go back as far as you can. You don't want, if possible, you don't want those stalky bits sticking up because it looks terrible. you want to make it look as if nothing was done. Yeah, well, I won't do it all, but you can see what I mean. Try not to get the leaves. It'll actually look better. And what will happen now, that will tighten up next year. And look at what we have here. All the way from the Himalayas, Leycesteria formosa. No, is it Leycesteria formosa? Yeah. Formosa's not in the Himalayas. Formosa is, I think it's Formosa Taiwan, the old name for Taiwan, I think. But I don't know. So, and there's a fern in here that hasn't done. And it looks fantastic, but it hasn't done. So, I think, what are we going to do? Do we give it a chance? No, it's all. This is my new system. I call it dig and throw. Dig. I'm going to patent it. Dig. And you throw. That's it. And then when the neighbour comes around, you say, "It wasn't me. I never saw that before in my life." So that's gone, and you feel better because you can put a fern that will grow. We've got some lovely new ferns in. Now you can see that's better already here. We'll just do a little bit more. A little bit more. And you'll always get a leaf by accident. Don't worry. I wouldn't get a job as a surgeon. Sorry about that. Yeah, well, I took it out, but I took the other bit out as well. But you know, well, these things happen. No, you wouldn't. See, it's better already. This is the Inula hookeri, about to come into flower. Now, that's a terrible floppy plant. Well, I haven't grown it for years. So we're going to see what happens. And if it flops really bad, we put the whole lot back. I have a feeling that reflowers. Now, look here. Princess Juliana. There we go. You know, I was just thinking, they should make me Minister for Justice because I sort everything out. So, I have a feeling you can't treat humans like plants. But everything off, everything out. Maybe get some of the dead stuff out and use that as mulch. When in doubt, take it out. That's called, would that be the zero tolerance approach? And we have a new Spiraea here, which I had high hopes for, but I think it's getting badly mildewed, but we'll see. Alright, so we'll come back in a month, we'll revisit that in a month. That's Tiny Monster. Sanguinium Tiny Monster. That's Hydrangea aspera Bellevue. Lovely, beautiful healthy leaf. And the Cephalaria gigantea is about to flower. It's in the Scabiosa family, pink cushion flower family, lovely tall plant. The Lambrook mauve was actually a bit floppy as well because once again it's very rich. I could do the same with that. It will reflower, but I won't do it now. The Rosa Roseraie we cut to the ground, and they came back better than ever. So you've learned something. Rosa Roseraie, if you have them, be ruthless with them. If they sucker, if they come out too far, be ruthless. All they want is plenty of air, plenty of fresh air, plenty of light, and they grow by the sea. They don't like enclosed situations. So kind of open here. That was Anthony Bullivant. It got a rot, stem rot. You can see it there. The whole lot's going to come up. That was the best hydrangea last year in the whole place. Overnight that happened to it. So I'm going to just take it all out, and we put something different there. No, but not a hydrangea. That needs to be cut to the ground. Linaria, or whatever it's called now, Hydrangea. The variegated one. It's one of the only bamboos that doesn't get trouble. It needs to be cut to the ground and it'll come up lovely and fresh. Just forgot to do it. Look how good that is. That's, I think, hot chocolate or hot something or other, or chocolate mocha or something like that. It's a hydrangea aspera. Absolutely beautiful against the golden Cuban, golden grass here, and soft shield fern. This is Helen Dillon's favourite, and you can see why. It's beautiful softness about it. Oh, look at this, a bit of blue. If you're feeling blue, look at the blue poppy, and you'll no longer be blue. What we do is just deadhead. I don't know how well it's going to do, we'll see. Now, we're nearly finished. There's another Rugose, that's a double one, that's Roseraie de la Haye. That's super. Look at that one, didn't fall. That's totally tangerine. And look, that's the very same Polemonium that's over there, and because that's grown tighter, it hasn't fallen over. One more job to do. Let's check this. We lifted it. It's sort of sulking a little bit, and we lifted that. That's Cornus alternifolia, because we had to drop a tree. We had a tree there that was taken over, a poplar, so we had to drop it to here. So we lifted it out of the way, dropped the tree, and then we put it back, and you can see it's going to flower and everything. So that's good. There's a bit of reversion. Oh yes, I wasn't sure what to talk about, but that's China Girl again. And we had some, the people who were in yesterday, they were mad on this Philippendula, which I don't have the name for, so I dug them up bits, gave them bits. I always find if you get a piece of the plant for free, you kind of cherish it more, you know, because oh look, because you've got a story behind it. Now, that's Cornus causis at home. That's just unreal. And of course, me being a gardener. What's this here? Trace it down to where it comes from. And I think that's the graft union there. So that's coming below the graft union. I think that's the understock. So that has to come out. That has to come out. No, I'll do it. I'll get the chopper. Do it later. But that would take over. They're okay. They were planted. They're a new little aconitum, and I'm just checking for damage. No, I don't think so. We're going to just finish Astrantia Roma. It's one of the best Astrantias. It's just amazing, and what Astrantias will not tolerate is very dry ground. Now this, David Austin roses are good, and we particularly Gertrude Jekyll and James Galway, but this well predates David Austin's. This is Buff Beauty, and it's a cracker. We're not spraying our roses anymore. We just stopped all the spraying. It's, as I think I said before, it's eco. It's to do with laziness and eco-friendliness. It's eco and laziness. But that one has not got any leaf blotch or anything, but no spray, so that's really good. Buff Beauty. Our holly that we transplanted has dropped nearly every single leaf, but that's actually an active process, dropping leaves, because the leaves, the plant is still alive and is forcing the leaves off, so that to sort of almost hibernate itself, give it time to recover. We won't know until about the end of July. Is it going to be by the end of July, beginning of August? It should be. If buds come on it, we know it's okay, so we leave it. And the last thing we're going to do a couple of last things. Heuchera Ronsonata really brightens. A lovely little flower as well. A great plant. It does run, but it's a controllable runner. With two types of running plants: controllable and uncontrollable. And this one is controllable. It's easy. See, if it runs very close to the ground, it's controllable. If it runs like a Cantus mollis, goes down about 6 foot, it's not controllable. That was moved there, fill a gap, last January, and it's made it. And just finish Aruncus Lawsoniana. I think that's Lawsoniana, that Aruncus. It's really good. Look at it, very lacy. But the late James Stewart Thomas was very taken with this fuchsia, and I've always liked it as a result. It's a variegated one, and it reverts occasionally, and the reversion grows faster because it has more chlorophyll. So we're going to just remove, that's all, once every few years. Remove the reversions. What's it called? Oh, I've forgotten. Oh yes, we're finishing at this. They were very taken with this elm. Wendlandia, I think it is, a Dutch elm. They were really taken with that group yesterday, so we actually sold a few, and all money gratefully received. So it's sort of paying for itself.